Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week. I think we're waiting to see what we're going to do next, so Rodrigo, take us right in to that critical hit action.
That critical hit sound.
Yeah. Crisp, clear sound of mono.
You know, I wrote
variable bit rate.
Coming to you in glorious mono.
Not valid in all 50 states. Sorry, Tennessee.
So, yes. Last time...
On Critical Hits.
Critical Hit!
What did happen last time on Critical Hit?
Lots of little things. There was a rock. There were some possible hallucinations and or realizations that we're all going to die. Barrett revealed that she can read Dwarven after we spent time wondering why we couldn't read Dwarven.
Well, we know why we can't read Dwarven.
Orem remembered
for
that
this
he
purpose,
has
and then she
spellbooks.
died.
We coined the hashtag Team Sharpie Face.
Yeah, you keep trying to make that a thing. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to make it a thing because the listeners know they're out there and they're feeling for me. You guys know sell my jokes enough that the listeners want to make this one happen. They want to help me make fetch happen. Hashtag Team Sharpie Face.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
So streets ahead.
Our team name is Twilight Sparkle.
Although
yes.
Rodrigo accidentally renamed us Randus and the Randos last episode, and I think we should make that happen too.
It works for me.
Hey man, we got to have a central narrative around somebody, and everybody loves Mr. Goggles.
I guess. I think we have.
Randus has a cat room.
That's true. I mean, literally, if you've read the slash fiction, everybody loves
boy.
Randus.
Also true.
So yeah, there you go.
That's what happened last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you always
So
On
yes.
Critical Hit.
On Critical Hit. So yeah,
Thanks for the housekeeping.
there you guys are, hanging out together in the 1,000 Hector Armory. You've got a bunch of corpses in that cellar downstairs.
Right.
We're
Like
the good
you do.
guys, though.
You know what? Growing up, we all had a basement full of corpses. I mean, didn't
No,
we?
there's no basements
Well.
in Florida.
Yeah.
Didn't we, though?
Yeah, in Florida they
That's
have
what the
gators,
gators
so that's
are
how they
for,
dispose
yeah.
of those.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Just put them out back.
Whatever we have to tell ourselves to keep going.
Yep. So, yeah, that's what happened last week. And the
So
soldier.
we're gonna go check in with Ulradon.
Well, I think we were going to wait to spend
Yeah, we
another
have to
night
do it
and
overnight.
see if
I didn't know if we had a time jump.
things got weird.
I'm
Well-
reasonably certain we're definitely going to have to be setting watches tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Why are you certain
Should
of that?
Because something crazy is going to happen to me again.
Maybe we should double up each of them.
That's actually
Okay.
not a bad point. There are
We always
6 of
double
us.
up.
I'm always awake.
I don't think we ever planned to, though. It just kind of happens, largely because of Orm's
Yeah.
sleeping capabilities.
Weird.
Or
Yeah, non-sleeping thing. But it's not necessarily a bad idea.
yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Okay, so first shift.
Sure, I'll do first shift.
Meditate in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. So first shift Orm and
Zakar.
Okay.
Pointy ears and pointy teeth. Hashtag.
all right.
Still not a thing.
Shush.
I'll take a middle shift, I guess, as a change of pace.
Cool. I can take that with you.
Okay.
Does that leave
And then
Cat
Cat and Barrett.
Barrett?
Cat and Orm.
Because that seems like a great
All
plan.
right, let's not do that.
No, let's do it.
No.
Well,
Well,
if Orem
Orem-
only meditates for 4 hours, won't Orem be on
Yeah,
the
I'll-
third
I'll
shift
be-
with
yeah, I'll be
Cat?
on the
Orm will
third-
be
I'll
up
be on
for
the
the
third
last
shift.
shift as well.
Since Orem doesn't
And I will be
sleep and
aware.
does like
I
to
will
crow
also
about
be
it.
aware in my middle shift too, even though I'm
Yeah,
meditating.
but presumably if you're actually active during a shift, like
Yes.
you're like moving around and looking around at things.
Right. Well, I'm
So-
I'm just aware. I'm not moving
Yeah.
around. So, all right, first shift.
Okay.
Good
So
night,
who
everybody.
was it again?
Good night.
Orem in first shift.
Orem and Sakar.
And Sakar.
What's the car?
All right. So what do you guys do during your shift?
So we're inside this big house. I'm going to once again, like I did the last time, position myself between the two main doors, so that I
Okay.
have kind of a line of sight between them.
Where is Barrett sleeping?
Presumably each of you got a room somewhere in the house. So hers is underground, or she would have picked one of the ones that are below ground level.
So Sakar is going to prowl in such a way that he does not get too far away from Orem at any given time.
You could probably hang out around her door in case she comes out.
No, I'm not going to hang out around her door, but I'm going to make sure that her door is visible and or audible.
Okay.
We got the dark vision. We can do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, high five.
Yeah, Team Dark Vision. Hashtag.
Well, you guys have low light vision.
Team Low Life.
Sakar has conditional dark vision. But yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right.
17. Woohoo!
Nice. 39. Wow, is that how it feels, Sam?
It is.
Wow.
It's pretty nice, right?
It's awesome. It's like I feel like I'm suffused with this feeling of awesomeness and maybe, a little bit of coolness.
All right. Well, shift goes by uneventfully.
All right, I will go off to meditate.
Find some place to sleep that is not on top of a table with my
Oh.
arms crossed like Bela Lugosi.
We wake up Randus and Little Sparkle
All right.
before we go off and do those things.
Little Sparkle.
Randus.
Everything
Yeah,
good?
Yeah.
Nothing unusual as of now.
Okay.
Time for your shift, man.
Okay. I'm getting up.
Okay, good.
Team Nerdbird. Hashtag.
Nerdbird. You're a nerd bird.
Well said.
All right.
I thought you were better than that, Brian.
Am I?
Apparently not.
I think
All
I've
right.
known.
So, what do you guys do during your shift?
Good question.
Probably, quietly walk the perimeter. Scope outside.
Yeah. I'll kind of just contemplate into silence. Maybe just kind of look around the house. See, I don't know if there's anything in any weird nooks or crannies I can have assistants scurry into to find anything of interest.
Make sure you check on the bodies.
I suppose.
Are we playing?
Oh,
the
good. Still dead.
All right.
Let's-
One of you two give me a perception check.
35.
28.
Okay. Night goes by uneventfully.
Okay.
You really these houses don't actually have a lot of little nooks. They're built in very geometrical ways.
I thought so.
So there's places where maybe something else would fit into, like a piece of furniture. Maybe there's an actual space that was built to have a couch built come out of it, or something like that. But those are not very deep. So, but yeah, nothing really happens.
Nothing into flu or any other venting or.
Not really. Once you get to the bottom floors, there are sort of more ventilation systems, but really what that is just kind of the way that the house is built. Whenever doors are open or closed, they kind of create a natural direction for the wind to move, for airflow to happen.
Fair enough. Okay.
Wake up,
It
Cat.
killed time. Hey, Orem.
Hey, how'd everything go?
It was quiet.
We stand up, stretch.
Okay, have a good one.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your sleep.
Mhm.
I go find Ket. Hello, Ket.
Hi, Orm.
Hi, Barrett.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay, I guess.
Still tired?
A little bit.
Yeah? Okay. It's maybe some, resurrection sickness or something.
Yeah.
You've performed this ritual before?
No. I've learned it, but I've never performed it.
Ah, okay.
This seems like one of those ones that you never want to perform.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there are clerics that have performed it many times. It's just I've never had to because I've never really been a field cleric.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll keep that way from here out. Didn't seem to go all that great the first time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. All right. So what are you guys doing during your shift?
I'll kind of just wander around.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I don't anticipate anything jumping out at us.
Mostly gonna keep my eye on Barrett.
Why don't you guys give me a perception check?
Yay. Team blind guys.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Oh, there you go. That makes up for it.
That 20 for a total of 35,
Okay.
which is still worse than Matthew's.
Car got good eyes.
Yeah, not so much over here.
Yeah, mods add up to a lot at this level.
Cat rolls a nat 20, so you can see things that no one else will believe.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
See things that aren't actually there. That's how good your number is.
Well, Barrett will walk around the house as well. Go upstairs, look out the windows.
Mhm.
And when she does that, Ket sees one of the stones outside, one of the standing stones, move. It kind of has a sudden kind of jerk in a, we'll say, kind of northward direction. Just kind of
That
for
the
about
same-
and moves about, maybe a foot.
Is that the same direction the one looked like it moved last night, based on the slight scraping pattern?
Probably not.
Okay. Is that
I mean,
towards
it
us, away
depends.
from
It depends
us?
what you mean. If you mean absolute direction, no. If you mean relative direction, you could probably think of a few things they could both be moving towards, but nothing that clearly springs to mind.
Okay. Is northward away from us, towards us,
It's
side to side?
yeah, it's away from. It's diagonally away from you,
Okay.
from where you're standing.
And that happened when Barrett looked out the window?
Yeah, Bear was looking out the window, but she wasn't looking in that direction, and then you just kind of caught it out of the corner of your eye.
Where's Orem right now?
Downstairs, wandering around.
I mean, he'll probably believe this, but I'll wait till the morning and tell everybody at once. Actually, hey Barrett,
Yeah?
did you see the standing stone move out there?
No. She squints. Is that not where it was before?
It looked like it moved a good, maybe a foot or so northward.
Oh. No, I didn't see that. It's pretty dark out there.
It is. We'll check that out in the morning. I hope Orm's just correct for a change.
What an odd way to phrase it.
Yeah. So we'll say the rest of the night goes by
Ket
uneventfully.
feels this spectral presence of a finger floating near his face.
Not that you aren't normally correct, just that, normally when you're correct, it's not in our favor.
It's morning.
Yay.
So, anything happen?
Another stone moved.
Oh, really? Where?
Let's grab everybody and go take a look together.
Yes, definitely. Come on, everybody. Ket found
That
a
way.
stone that moved.
Oh, okay.
That way no one messes with it before the others can see it. Pointed stare.
Don't stare at
All
me.
right. So you guys go see the stone?
Yes.
All right. You go out and walk a little bit, and sure enough, here's one of those standing stones.
Doesn't
Are there
seem to have
signs
moved.
of like disturbed soil or movement?
Yeah, it looks like it kind of maybe got dragged about a foot.
Huh.
Now, what direction is it going? Is it going towards the dome?
Yeah, it does seem to roughly be moving in the direction of the dome.
Why don't we just ask Ulridon about this?
Yes.
If we were to extrapolate the direction that the other one seemed to have possibly moved, would it have been going towards the dome?
Maybe. I mean, they're both kind of moving more or less towards the center of the island, but if you really extrapolated it, it's like if you are very precise in your directions, both of those stones, this one and the one you saw before, would miss the dome. But if you are broad and say like, well, maybe they're just taking a very slow stroll downtown, then yes, they're both kind of heading in that direction.
Okay. Question.
Mm-hmm.
You know that thing that I can do conditionally?
Mm-hmm.
You know how in previous editions of the game, certain races had that ability built in, kind of baked in?
What
I
ability
guess
are you
it
talking
depends
about?
what exactly you're talking about.
So the dark vision.
Yeah. Dwarves have dark vision baked in, for
Okay.
example. So like Barrett has dark vision.
They do.
But didn't she just say it was dark outside?
Yeah. Dark vision only works out to like 10 feet or something.
Okay. I'm just having haunted house flashbacks is all. I'm like trapped in a Shirley Jackson D&D game. It's creeping me out, dude.
Well, let's gather
whatever
our...
you do, don't look behind you.
Ah, it's a river skeleton on a string.
Dwarves don't have dark vision.
Dwarves don't have dark vision?
Just low light.
Oh, well, there you go.
Are you sure?
I am looking at the dwarf in the character builder currently.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's something they, for some reason, very much limited in 4th edition.
That's probably good. It's probably so that because 4th edition has really terrible stealth rules.
Mm.
And they were like, hey, what if dwarves can do this? And they're like, how does that interact with their stealth rules? And somebody just shouted back, how does anything interact with their stealth rules?
It's fair.
And
I appreciate your house ruling them so that, rogues function better.
Yeah, so that they
so
actually work.
rogues function.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and yes. Thank you. I spent a lot of time thinking about how stealth could actually function. Well, there you go. I guess. I mean, I'm okay with writing in that dwarves can have a little bit of dark vision. It's not a big deal, especially since no one's playing a dwarf.
As far as we
I
know.
did.
Yeah, we've had dwarves in the party before, but
All right.
no one's playing a dwarf right now.
So we're seeing this rock,
Mm-hmm.
and there is one.
Yep.
I think once again I'm going to see if maybe I can diverge or a D word.
Divine?
Yeah, divest any unusualness vis-a-vis possibly a nature check.
Not really.
Okay.
Does it look like there's any kind of device that's, I don't know, embedded in or planted under the rock that could have moved it?
It really doesn't look like it. Sakar lifted a different one, and there wasn't anything underneath it.
I can lift this one if you'd like.
Well, since we haven't had any other symptoms of weirdness going on, why don't we just go pay a visit to Ulverdon and ask him about the stones?
Yep, let's gather our things and head out back to Ulradon and see if he is willing to see us.
Okay. You guys get your things?
Yes.
Mhm.
Go back
Travel
down to the Undercity.
Mm-hmm.
With Barrett in tow.
Okay.
Well, she can
Show her the weird gravity.
Well, she's very happy to see the city. She had seemed like maybe a little worried before, with Ket's baseless accusations. And but once you guys are underground and she's looking at the city, she just kind of seems to relax a lot more.
And that's when the goblins come.
That's when the goblins come. No, in the Astral Sea, they've really segregated things a lot harder. But you guys may get to Goblin Island yet.
It's on the short list.
So, you guys get to the dome,
Yes.
climb on the dome,
Yes.
upside down, climb on the dome,
Yep.
go into the dome.
The
Travel.
Thunderdome.
Yes, travel through the strange rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you get back to Ulridon's shop, basically. And long before you get there, you can hear him working. He's got a big giant hammer, and he's hitting some stuff on a table really hard. But he's so big that it's hard to see what exactly he's working on. And whenever he strikes the hammer, it glows in like this bright, intense blue color that kind of shoots through it like energy, just kind of over and over again. And it's just like clang, 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 clang,
Lord Ulverdon?
clang,
Oh.
clang, 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 clang.
Maybe ask you a question?
Yeah, stops and looks at you guys. Oh, when did you guys get here?
Just recently.
5 or 6 clangs ago.
Well, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. And he comes over to look at you guys, and you can see that he's not wearing his armor. He's basically just wearing some pants and some boots, and he's like shirtless, but he has a giant beard, so it kind of covers it all the way down to like his to his belt, pretty much. Some of his beard is like, it was gray, now some of it is red-ish,
Nice.
but it's hard to tell if it's because he's just got some debris on it or some dust on it or what.
We wanted to introduce Barrett. She was very interested in meeting you.
He looks at her, says, "Oh, I'm happy to meet you." And she says, "I'm happy to meet you too." He's kind of looks a little sheepish and is like, "So, what do you think of the city?" She's like, "Oh, it's magnificent." He's like, "Yeah, it's nice." So Sword's coming along. He says, kind of looking over at you guys.
Glad to hear it.
Should be done with it within the fortnight, assuming everything goes according to plan.
Excellent.
While you've been working, we've noticed that some of the standing stones appear to be moving. We were wondering what their purpose was.
The standing stones. What do those look like?
Describe him as the
Ovular.
the egg sliced in half, standing up with
With sometimes vague markings and runes. in
Mhm.
them.
Oh, yes. Yeah, those are traps.
Oh.
Traps?
For trolls.
Oh, trolls.
Oh.
Like, is that a problem?
Have you seen any trolls?
No?
Well, then they must be working.
Oh. But why would they move?
I don't know. Maybe they caught a particularly big troll.
Each of those has captured a troll?
I don't know.
How can we
What-
tell?
Well, I would certainly think that there might be a troll inside if it's trying to move.
Oh.
Interesting.
Does the traps each have a name?
No, but there was a few houses that specialized in making them.
Oh, so some of them might have signatures.
Yeah, like a brand.
Hmm.
There
you
are a
remember the
lot
names
of
of the
these. You must have had quite the troll infestation, if considering how many of them there are.
Yes, I suppose. Trolls used to be a real problem here.
Really?
Yep. Real nasty. Very difficult to get rid of trolls. Can't kill them, Can't just chop them to bits. They just grow more bits.
Is there any
Annoying.
chance that a troll trapped in one of those stones might be able to escape?
I don't know. I didn't design them,
Hmm.
but maybe. I'm sure there are changes happening in the island ever since we came out of Shadow, so I suppose it could be a possibility.
Wow. Okay. Well, this changes a lot of things.
You guys haven't been messing with them, have you?
We moved one of them.
Oh.
Like, picked it
Wow.
up and put it back down.
I hope you put it back down in exactly the right place.
Great.
Suppose we should go
It is
check on
unlikely
that.
that we did so.
Well, it's probably still unlikely that a troll escaped then.
Something else to watch out for.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, thanks for solving that mystery, I suppose. Is there anything else we can do for you while we're waiting?
I suppose I've got some work here that can be done.
Like what?
Well, are any of you smiths?
Everybody
Look
looks
at
at Randus.
Not exactly, but I am an artificer.
But you've forged a weapon before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you're a smith.
Okay.
So yes, I've got lots of stuff that can be done if you want to help.
Yeah. We got time to kill. Yeah, that'd be more than honored to help.
Good. Maybe you can help me out here for a while, and your friends can go check on those trolls.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Should we make a ritual before
Sure. We can do that.
you guys run off to check on troll traps?
What sort of ritual?
Like we're all
Psychic
linked together ritual.
All right.
That was a moment. I'll be right with you, sir.
All right. Well, you probably shouldn't mess with this here, but when you're ready, just let me know.
Will
Okay.
do. Thank you.
He goes back to clanging.
Randus spend 1,100 gold pieces.
All right.
We all join hands and recite the lyrics of
Including
Alanis
Barrett.
Morissette.
All right. Are you including Barrett in the ritual?
Yes.
She's going to share her spooky thoughts with us.
She's going to kill us all with her brain.
Let's see. Plus 25.
Did you say 1,100?
Yep.
Okay, I did 11,000.
Didn't come off too well. 27, which means
I was to say, did you want help from any of us?
Yeah,
if you
I was
can,
gonna
because
assist.
otherwise it's only going to last an hour. We'll barely get out of the dome. I mean, it's the mask because all it's going to do is add 2 to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be an hour regardless.
Okay.
2 per person who helps.
Oh, okay. Well, there's 2. There's 2. That's 4. So now we're up into the next block.
What kind of rolls we got to roll?
Arcana.
Yeah.
Do we even
Yeah,
have
you might
rolls?
want to call it good there.
Yep.
Unless
Three
unless you guys are
hours.
feeling lucky.
Don't want to press our luck.
3 hours.
Yeah, hopefully.
I always feel lucky.
That makes sense.
All right, I complete the
3
ritual
hours.
rather hastily. Probably these different ways that gravity works probably throws some of the magics off.
The clanging's distracting.
The
you.
clanging's a little
Clanging is
distracting.
distracting.
Okay,
You
I
still
don't
have
know.
Barrett's signal to noise ratio in
Yes,
the way.
dialing in. Does everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh.
great. Now I say that same thing, but in my head.
Quick mechanical question on this ritual.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Are we able to talk to a specific character
Yeah.
or a specific person? Okay.
You and up to 8 allies can communicate telepathically. You do not need to share a common language to communicate telepathically. Your Arcana check results determines the duration of the ritual.
Yeah, you can do the party line, or you can make individual calls.
DM people. Yeah.
She said
If you want to talk to
So
Jen, you just have to put
evil.
#W in front of your thoughts.
I'm the evilest, and no one believes you.
Kill your friends.
You weren't supposed to include the sword in the ritual.
Oh,
He doesn't need to. The sword can just talk to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well, time's wasting, so we better get off. And Randus, good luck. Please holler if you need anything. But I think you're
Will do.
probably in better hands than we are.
Yeah,
We will probably be the ones hollering.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, yeah. I'll go to Auradon and see what he would need me to do.
Okay. When you go back into his chamber, he is actually like normal dwarf sized.
Ah.
And he has 2 just giant piles of basically a straw-like plant material.
Hmm.
You're like, all right, start weaving.
Well, okay. I'll start weaving and see if it seems to be to his.
Yeah, he'll show you the weave.
Okay. Like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
just make sure that it doesn't curve.
Ah,
This isn't a basket.
okay. All right. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll get to work weaving some thatch or whatever.
hmm
Just wait till he asks you to start spinning it into gold.
To
I mean,
figure
if
out how
anyone
to
can
say
figure out how.
Auradon backwards. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's kind of in my class name.
hmm Oh yeah, Randus can turn all kinds of stuff into gold. The problem is the amount of material components it costs. It's just not cost effective.
It's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
Can you turn gold into gold? Because that would be impressive.
Yes, I can.
I can turn gold into platinum if I've got enough.
Also that.
So you guys weave for a while,
Yes.
and he's like, "So, got any interesting projects?"
Oh, the main thing I've been kind of concerning myself with is trying to determine the best way to stabilize time in a localized
Oh.
area.
Just stabilizing time, huh?
Yeah. Yes, I mean, I got a general theory, but haven't really sat down to actually start cranking that one out because we're trying to do what we can in the meantime to try to prevent that from happening. But with this current setback, I might need to start working on that contingency.
Hmm. Well, what have you got on it so far?
Well, I guess the main plan is to construct some kind of room or building so that we have like a stabilized central meeting area that we can maybe hopefully coordinate any further efforts to get order back into the cosmos here.
Right. So you're saying once time breaks down to a certain degree, you'll try to have a certain central place.
Yeah. And just kind of a nexus that hopefully, so that we can be more of a localized area that we can have a fort to hold down and hopefully try to make that as big of a impact as we can and work out from there.
But that's just going to be a bit of a patch, won't it?
Yes. It's definitely going to be a patch. Like I say, our main focus effort is trying to get enough individuals of divine intent together to agree so that it doesn't completely unravel.
Well, it's difficult for me to observe changes in how time works because of my divine nature. I warp time by my very existence. So, I guess my only bit of insight is that since you all don't, or don't to a large degree, maybe that's a good way to approach it. Maybe instead of thinking of what is the biggest thing you can build to affect the largest area, maybe you should start small.
That's reasonable. I mean, I've definitely had some previous experience having to stabilize missteps in time. And I'm kind of just largely working on trying to extrapolate that into a larger term solution.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I think we just so when Barrett was here earlier, young dwarf lass that was with us, did you sense anything off about her?
Not really, but I didn't spend a lot of time analyzing her. I think I made it very plain that I've got some issues to work out about my relationship with my people. So I was somewhat embarrassed to see a dwarf in my chamber.
Well, I do apologize, but I mean, she was very interested in meeting you. I do think she looks up to you. But she had, came to a bit of an unfortunate end when we crash landed. And we brought her back, but there's some concern that she may have been corrupted in some way.
No.
The Obsidian Huntress, formerly the Raven Queen, does seem to be somewhat on the opposing side.
I remember the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
And now she has changed?
Yeah, she seems to have changed. Something with having given at least part of her soul to our companion, Ket.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're all a very strange group.
We get that.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of insight there. Other than, I suppose, It really depends on how you see this conflict. If you see it as a war, then you definitely have to make you have to analyze what it would cost you to have one of your resources compromised in this way. Certainly, if you think of it as spycraft, then the cost is that much higher, because if all you're dealing with is information, then who knows what this means. But if you see it as something else, then you have to approach it in a different way. But I'm just a smith and a warrior, so that's all I know.
Well, yeah, I can get that. I mean, I think we're mainly concerned that the forces opposing us seems to be taking this in a very warlike fashion.
Well, that is a property of war.
Mm-hmm.
If someone wages war on you, you are in a war. There is nothing you can do about it. So
yes. Well, I do think we are unfortunately in a war, and we're just trying to draw up the sides of who's where.
Well, that is unfortunate. War is not great for little people.
No.
But I suppose for me that'll make things easier.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely glad to have you with us in any capacity.
Well, I'm glad to be in a capacity to help. And he, throws a mat of, woven together reeds kind of off over there and starts on another one. So, meanwhile, you guys get back topside?
Yes.
76 1,000 trolls meet us.
No.
Oh.
What are you guys up to?
I guess we need to go back to that one stone and see if
yeah, try to get it back in the right plot.
See if anything's broken out.
Yes, let's
see if there's still a stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one are you going to?
The one that I lifted.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one we didn't touch. We didn't move, right? Yeah.
Would the other one be closer?
Yeah, but we didn't move that one.
The other one would be closer.
Would it be relatively on the way?
It will explicitly not be on the way because you guys triangulated that. So
yeah, that's true.
You'll definitely have to backtrack, sort of, basically go in a completely different direction once you get to it.
If you're willing to take the most direct route, you have to take the hypotenuse.
Yes.
Well, I think we need to take the hippopotamus because if there's any chance that the one that we moved is going to free something, we want to go there first.
Yep.
The other one seemed to move a little further.
Well, if there's something there that needs to be taken care of, it will still be there once we've checked on the first. I mean, either way, it's a 50-50 chance. But there's one that we know that we are responsible for.
Do trolls eat corpses?
Oh, no.
I think we split up.
Oh, you already got the ritual.
All right, so...
I really feel like if we don't go to one of them, that one's going to be the one that broke.
So best course of action, split the party.
So what I'm hearing is Little Sparkle, Orem, and Sakar go to one of them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then Barrett and Kat will go to the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fact.
Perfect plan. Perfect plan.
All right, so what is the plan? I'm guessing as you guys are walking or poking out into the surface, Kat starts freaking out about this a little.
Well, who here has had to fight a troll? Show of hands.
Yeah, I
Sakaar
don't think any
raises
of you
a hand.
have ever fought a troll.
Oh, I'm sure I have.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm not going to let them know that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so you're lying. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
I'm not lying. I'm selectively remembering. Fine. If we do split up, how are we going to split?
Ogres, trolls, same difference.
I think it's you and Orem, and then me and the ladies. Trolls and fire don't mix, and well, I can do a lot of fire. You can do a lot of fire. Orem can do a decent. Can you do a decent amount of fire today, Orem?
Sure. Let's say yes.
How's stabbing work?
I mean, they have to be
Take the sharp
damaged
point.
enough to take down. As far as I know, just fires that last finishing touch, sort of thing.
Well, he said that we cannot kill them, so.
Well, maybe we can subdue them and put them in a trap.
All right.
Yeah.
We split.
All
Okay,
right.
so
Hashtag Team Pointy.
Nope.
so it's Sakaar and Orem down
I
one way, and then
Yes.
Cat. Okay, so who's going to which one?
Well, Sakaar is going to the one that Sakaar lifted.
Okay,
And I'm
So
going
anyone
because
going
I know
with
where it
Sakaar
goes.
will be going to that one.
so Sakaar and Orem are going to that one, the
Yes.
one by the ship.
Yes.
Ket's going to the one he's panicking about.
Okay,
I'll go with him to that one.
okay.
Barrett
Who wants
apparently
to
is-
go first?
Sure, Sakaar and Orem.
Yes.
Okay, so Sakaar and Orem head down, and like I said, most of these stones are out on the street,
Mhm.
and the one that you guys found was out on the street. It was kind of out in the open. And as you guys approach, you can see that it's not there.
I
The
pull out
stone
my
is entirely
sword.
gone.
It's not. As you get closer, you can see that it's actually crumbled.
That's not good. I think it's out.
Are there any indications of footprints or?
Yeah, once you get up to it, you can see a few things. One, the statue has crumbled, or the standing stone has crumbled. It appears from the pieces that it was somewhat hollow, not necessarily, not completely hollow, not like chocolate bunny hollow, more like maybe
Geode hollow.
like empty core hollow.
Yeah.
And you can see that there is a goopy residue on the inner hollow parts that you see, and then there are these, like, I don't know, maybe 5, we'll say like 4.5 feet long, like 3-toed footprints leading away from it.
How long?
It's not
Like
ideal.
4.5
feet
4.5 feet.
long.
long.
How far? Which direction are they heading?
They seem to be heading roughly towards the ship.
Dead on run.
I'm letting everyone else know what's going on.
Yes.
Giant trolls.
Troll in the dungeon. Sakaar is moving as fast as Sakaar possibly can.
Okay.
Uh,
So we'll dial back to that. So Ket and Barrett and Little Sparkle get to the standing stone.
How's it looking?
It's fine, although it appears to have moved again a little bit, kind of in a perpendicular direction to when it first moved.
Cool.
So it looks like this is shaking open.
No, not really.
Or
Seems okay.
shaking.
I mean, maybe this one just caught one and it's doing its thing. We didn't move it.
All right. This one seems okay. Moved a little bit further.
So right as you're getting ready to communicate that, you hear worm in your head.
Trolls. It's escaped.
Oh boy. On our way.
Randus hears that too.
Do you guys need me to come that way?
Yes.
Big troll. 4 feet.
Uh, Okay. Hey, Oradon.
Yes.
Sorry to have to go, but apparently a troll has escaped from a trap. And I guess my companions are going to go hunt it down, and I'm going to go assist them.
He holds out his hand for the mat that you're working on.
I hand it over.
He just kind of sets it aside. Well, come back when you're done.
Absolutely. Thank you again for this opportunity. I'll try to be back as quick as I can.
Maybe he wants to join us and kill a troll. He is a warrior.
You wouldn't want to come fight a troll, would you?
No, I'm busy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, have fun. I'll come back when I can.
All right.
All right, heading that way, guys.
How far out is Randus?
Yeah,
Running.
A
3
while.
hours. at
Like an
least.
hour?
Yeah, maybe.
I get balls.
Well,
Okay.
an hour at a walk. If he hustles, he might be there in half an hour.
I guess I'll hustle.
Okay. So a few yards before you guys get to where the ship crashed, like you see the footprints, and they kind of start moving towards like a rockier, hillier kind of outcropping, which is part of the complex of hills that you guys crashed into, and so it becomes a lot harder to track.
Does tracking fall under dungeoneering?
I think it's nature. Or...
Yeah.
If it's above ground, it's nature. If it's below ground, it's dungeoneering.
Oh, cool. It's above ground.
Currently.
I'm going to follow them footsteps.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
All right. 29. Ugh.
Okay. You follow the trail for a while. You kind of get up on a hill, so you can see, but you don't really spot it, and you kind of lose the trail. You can, however, from your vantage point, see Barrett and Little Sparkle and Ket kind of moving in the direction of the ship.
We've tracked it up into the hills. It seems to be moving away from the ship, but I've lost the trail.
Where are you at?
Look up.
Hey, there he is.
I'll see if I can help. Start heading that direction then.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Can I attempt to track once I get there?
Sure.
Yay.
Tracking.
36.
That's higher.
It is.
That is higher.
Surprisingly,
I think we have the same nature.
we do have the same nature. I just managed to roll a higher number than you did somehow.
Yeah, that's how dice work.
Yeah, you managed to pick up the trail again.
All right.
We'll follow it.
Okay. You guys start following the trail.
Oh.
It leads you up into the hills.
Following it with swords.
Brandis, we are up in the hills.
Okay. Making my way.
Don't you wish you'd brought the buoy now?
I guess.
The buoy would definitely not help you up in the hills.
That's
The
true.
Randus Mobile.
All right, so Ket is tracking the troll. What do the rest of you do?
Oh, I'm still following Sakar, apparently.
Sakar is going with Ket to track a troll.
Yeah, I mean, I'm coming with too. I'll just, I'm not really a tracker, but I'll try to look out for anything else that is of note while we're at it.
Okay.
Traps and low-hanging branches and things.
Okay.
And trolls.
Well, you guys track its path for a while, but it becomes obvious, definitely after a solid hour of tracking, that this thing moves really fast.
Mhm.
So trying to keep to the, like, you guys tracking it have to move at a certain speed, and it is clearly like
Way outpacing
moving,
us.
yeah, way outpacing you, just because you have to be so
Yeah, so
careful.
so with the size of the feet and the distance between the footprints, we're definitely dealing with something that is of a massive size.
This thing would be huge.
Huge, okay.
Yeah.
Huge feat.
Hey, Guy.
Hmm?
We need a bird's eye view. We're tracking a huge troll. He's been going in this direction. Can you fly up and see if you see anything?
Okay. Guy will fly up several feet and look around. Come back down. I didn't see anything.
All right. Thank you.
Is
What's the
there
word?
anything in the direction that it's traveling that we're aware of? Have we been this direction, or do we know what is this direction?
You haven't, but I mean, it's more city, you know? It's like this whole place, this whole island is inhabited. It does have like hilly areas and like grassy areas and stuff, but you know, there's just like more habitations out that way, and eventually you get to the coast.
Yeah, I guess we can just hope that it falls into a different trap.
If it's moving away, it may not be an issue for us currently.
Yeah, I mean, just tracking it seems like it's not really working.
And if it comes back, we should probably be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
no more moving
I-
rocks, I guess.
I think at this point we may be actually working against our goals by moving further away from the remains of the ship and our settlement. So
All right, I guess let's head back.
Hey, Randa.
Hey, guys.
You-
Where's
you
the
can,
troll?
You can slow down.
Okay.
as soon as we get to the bottom of the hill, Randus runs up. Hey guys, what I miss?
Yeah.
Troll's too fast for us. We're just gonna post extra watch.
Okay. What time is it?
It's, let's say 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, I'll get back to Ulradon.
Okay.
Watch out for trolls.
Will do.
Do we know anything about trolls and their habits?
That would probably be a, let's say, a nature check. Yeah.
Hmm.
How's a 31 sound?
Better
Sounds
than my
pretty good.
25.
Yes, trolls. What are trolls about? Well, trolls are very big. This is by far the biggest troll you've ever heard of. They're usually not this big. They are nasty. They're mean. They're very aggressive. They don't like it when other critters enter their territory. Except when they do like it, because they're dinner. Trolls are also like entirely sentient. So a troll can be pretty smart. A troll can be like pretty articulate. A troll can also learn magic in the same way that pretty much any other sentient humanoid type could learn magic. Although there are no troll wizards as far as you know. But there could be, for example, troll sorcerers or whatever. What else? They usually smell pretty bad, and they're usually green, but you know there's like different types of trolls too. So, you know, like snow trolls are probably have like white skin.
Lightning trolls are yellow.
Yeah.
Grass types are green.
Mhm.
Sea trolls are blue.
Do we know? Well, we know they eat stuff. Do they eat people?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. People are yummy.
They
So
have
it's-
no compunction about eating other sentient critters.
So 3 3/4 of us could be in trouble.
Now they're also not picky, so they're not gonna.
They're not
They're not
asking
gonna
for
be
an
like,
IQ
oh,
test.
is this? Yeah, they'll after they eat someone, they'll be like, oh, maybe that guy wasn't a human because it tasted weird.
Okay. So basically, what we know is it's a really good thing that we probably didn't catch this massive giant troll thing.
I don't know. I mean, you guys have successfully fought big, massive things before, but
we'll take it.
Definitely, it's that's it, when like Han Solo like chases a bunch of stormtroopers, like and then they get to the end and they just kind of turn around on him.
Mhm.
You guys might have found yourself in that sort of situation.
Okay.
It's like, oh wait, our healer isn't here yet.
This was a mistake.
We have a probably not undead cleric with us.
Probably. I mean, she might just be a revenant.
Probably not undead. Probably describes a lot more of us than you'd want to give credit to, though. All right. So
I mean, 4 of us are definitely not undead.
definitely is. Anyway. Okay. So we should probably head back. Randus is going to work with Ulverdon. What were the rest of us going to do during that time frame before we went off on our
We were going to
man.
check the troll traps.
our trollster egg hunt, as it were?
Trolls.
I can learn how to weave too.
I would like to go
do
back to the
not
crumbled
believe
trap
that.
and see if I can figure out how the trap worked.
Hmm.
And maybe Barrett could come with me. Maybe she has some background, some dwarven background that might provide some insight onto this.
To where we
because
might
there
be
might
able
be
to
a
translate.
there might be a way to trap
reactivate
this.
or rebuild it.
Yes, to trap a troll.
That's smart.
Brains, man.
We should probably keep an eye on the other one that's been moving just in case.
Split the party again. Okay. So Barrett and Kat.
Oh, Barrett and Orem.
No, definitely Barrett and Kat. Actually, Barrett should go with Orem.
Well, that's what I said.
I know, you did say that. So Sakar and Ket go to the one that's been moving?
Yeah, just go back to the house and
Okay. So Orem and Barrett will go back to the broken trap.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Oh, okay. Hey, don't laugh. It's not horrible.
No, ours
My
is pretty
perception
smart.
is actually worse than my religion.
Yeah. It's not Randus level crazy, but it's not bad.
24.
Oh, that's pretty
Rolling
good.
low all night.
From a very basic physical standpoint, you're pretty sure that the way that the trap is supposed to work is that it like literally catches the troll through a very small orifice and then essentially forcibly pulls it in, like liquefying it in the process.
But there's not a... I mean, are these auto traps? Are these like, if the troll walks within a radius that it would activate or anything like that? Can I tell?
You can't really tell.
Hmm.
And Barrett doesn't seem to know either.
Interesting. Okay, well, we know at least how it works, the method in which it works, but we just don't know how these things work. We don't know if the troll maybe stumbled upon another one of these and has already been sucked up, or if it knows to stay away from them, or... All right, Barrett, let's just go back to the house.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay now.
Yeah, you're just not tired anymore?
I mean, a little.
Okay.
We did just trek up those hills.
True. Reach into my bag, pull out some meat jerkies,
Oh, thanks.
and I guess
So-
we head back to the house.
Eventually, Barrett and Orem get back to the house. What are the rest of you up to?
Well, team hashtag facial hair bros are going to go check out the one that moved of its own accord.
Okay.
So, are you going to come with
Except
us,
that
Sparkle?
one.
Yeah, sure. This is so weird and magic-y stuff that I don't really know what to do, so I will just tag along.
We will be team #SikarClet.
Okay. So it hasn't moved again since the second time it moved.
Well, that's probably good.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing that Orem did this and that it's a religion check, do you think that we could, without, I don't know, moving this or in any way setting it off or allowing a troll out, maybe try and discern how it might work?
Probably not. You guys have been throwing your skills at these rocks for like 3 days now and haven't really figured it out.
Are there any other rocks nearby?
Yeah.
I was just checking, see if any of the other ones are moving.
How long do you spend looking?
47 minutes.
In 47 minutes, you do not spot any others that have moved.
Okay.
Also, in 47 minutes, probably Barrett and Orem show up.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Tempting to see if any of the others have or are moving.
And?
No, looks like just the two.
Okay.
Did you discover anything at the one that was broken?
Kind of figured out how it works, but I don't know how to activate it or, essentially there's a little opening that sucks the troll in, liquefying it. And
it's weird that maybe I guess it moved, it had already caught a troll. I mean, you would think if there were these enormous things moving around the island, we would see them.
I would imagine that there's one that's escaped, and there's probably one in there.
The one that we saw that I moved that had broken, did it have more or less wear on the various sigils
There are a few of them that appear to have less wear on them. Like Little Sparkle found one, and I think Orem found another one, but neither one of those were the ones that had moved.
Comparatively speaking, does it seem as though the one that moved and the one that broke are discernibly more or less worn than any of the others?
They seem to be about the same as the majority. The ones that have less wear are in the minority.
So it doesn't seem like it's something with runes.
Yeah, you really can't see
off.
any correlation between wear and trollitude.
Got it. Because that was my first thought, is maybe we just need to redraw the runes. That couldn't possibly go wrong and blow up in our faces for 1d,000 goblins. Okay.
I'm guessing it'll be about a half d,000 trolls.
Oh, sure, just give him ideas. Okay.
Says the one who's been asking for thousands of goblins all night.
I have been preemptively assuming. I'm being Batman. I'm prepared for any possible problem.
And thus creating it at the same time.
Well, I admit that the troll escaping is my fault, but
yeah, that's a lot of trolls.
I am so glad that we didn't start messing with those stones immediately upon showing up on the island 3 days ago.
I'm so surprised we didn't. It seems like a very us thing to do.
In hindsight, I'm starting to think back and wondering if
I mean, you guys did kind of like poke at him and stuff, but
we didn't move one.
I feel that like you guys kind of ran out of ideas, and that's when you started like actually trying to pick him up and stuff.
That's fair.
That is kind of our shtick. We'll have ideas for a while, and then we just pick it up and chunk it.
So we also earlier on thought they were
spirits of dwarves.
Yeah. So we were being a little more respectful of them.
Yeah.
And then one moved. And then Sakar happened.
A lot of stories begin that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One moved and Sakar happened?
So, the one that moved does not seem more worn. It does not seem to be moving more, but we should probably make sure to watch it. And it is right near our headquarters, isn't it?
It's like right outside the door.
Right
see
outside
it from the window.
freaking door, isn't it?
It's not really right outside the door, but you can see it from the window. It's like across the street, basically.
So we have literally managed to pick. I'm tired. Okay, I'm serious too.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Something to look out for when we're doing our, nightly watches, so we're not all bored. We can just stare at this stone. Is there any way, without moving and or jostling the stone, to somehow subtly mark its current position, so if it moves when we're not looking and doesn't leave an obvious track, we can tell that it moved?
Orm gets out a piece of chalk and draws a circle around it.
It doesn't even have to be a full circle. You can just make a mark where it is right now, and if it moves, then you can judge from the mark.
There you go.
Perfect. Old school. And within the circle, he draws an inverted pentagram and several stars.
Yeah, don't start mixing magics. That's probably not going to go very well.
To cross the streams.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now what?
Now we decide whether we're going to move our headquarters.
I vote no.
Yeah. If there's a troll that comes, it comes. Honestly, at this point, I think we're probably safe to start maybe doing resurrection magic again.
Okay.
I imagine we're no less unsafe than we were before.
Go back inside the house, down to the basement,
Let's bring Otto out.
and restart my ritual on Otto.
If he starts his ritual now, will it be late when it completes? It's an 8-hour
Yeah,
ritual.
it's like
8
8 hours. So if it's like probably 4 p.m. by now, so
Yeah,
That would have you up till midnight.
that's okay.
Okay.
And then
What
you can
time do we
I can do second shift, third. I can go second and third shift for sleeping.
We've been doing 8-hour sleep shifts, right? Or is it 12?
you guys have been doing 9, basically 3 hours a pop per shift.
Okay.
So you guys have been each person sleeps 6 hours if you're on a shift, 9 hours if you're not on a shift. Because the minimum in D&D that you can sleep and still be functional is 6 hours.
Right.
So that way
So
everybody gets 6 hours and you don't spend, half the day sleeping.
It would not be untoward or in any way really crazy for us to actually try and resurrect Otto now and then not go to bed until midnight.
Well, you guys
Yep.
don't have to be around for it. You guys can do whatever I'm the only one that needs to perform the ritual.
If something goes wrong, though.
I'm gonna stay with you during the ritual this time.
Yeah, I think that's safe.
I agree.
And that way we can observe to see if, I don't know, anything is going wrong in the ritual.
Or if any odd symbols suddenly appear.
Orm begins the ritual. Does the clearing off of around, sits at the head, puts the hand on the forehead, and begins the ritual.
Okay. Please spend all of that gold.
Chanting the
Spend
sacred
all of that
words.
Gold.
Some
50,000, right?
Yeah.
Was it 50?
50000.
I suppose by which I mean
Got it.
go all the way back down into the dome and get those materials from Randa so you can do the ritual.
Was I actually holding it all, or am I just
Yep.
tracking it as a player? Okay.
You're holding it. It's in the various pockets of your coat.
I won't make you do it. Just spend it. You can just say that you
So we
actually
left. I mean,
sought
it
to
was
get
it
for,
was kind of in like weird buckets, so it would have been a pain to haul around anyways.
you can.
I figured it was split
you
between
can
the two
you can
ritual
have gotten
caster
that from
haversacks.
Randus or have kept it. That's fine.
He's not going to be completely mean to us today.
Ritual begins.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
Study Orem intently.
Okay.
Be prepared for anything that needs to be sorted.
So I think study Otto intently.
Weave some grass.
Okay.
I'll weave grass too if I can.
You're gonna go go to Ulridon's?
Nah, I don't know. I'll just watch over Team Nerd.
Okay.
She's gonna go get her own grasp.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Team Nerd is in 2 different places.
Okay, well,
She's-
the
she's
Team
talking
Nerd
about
that's
you.
not hanging out with a god, I figure he's probably pretty safe.
We've actually broken glass for the auxiliary backup nerd, so now you're on Team Nerd.
Yeah.
Are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, Robert. Kat, you are now Team Nerd. You know how you switch back and forth from Team Nerd to Team Jock? You are now Team Nerd officially in Randus's absence.
Okay.
He reaches across the aisle.
Meanwhile, Sakaar and Sparkles just sit there and, compare who has sharper daggers.
Yeah, seriously. Let's go beat each other up while these guys do stupid stuff.
What is Barrett
Like-
doing?
I'm sorry, my jam is stab things, talk to people, deal with traps, deal with like bureaucracy. And I'm just like, there's none of this here.
There are traps all over the island.
Yeah,
Well,
to be
sure,
fair, there
but-
are traps.
There are lots of
That's
traps.
like one of the few things we haven't thrown at that.
Oh, fair enough. I guess I could go try to thievery one of these things.
It's like the only skill we haven't thrown at them.
That's true.
Well, and dungeoneering, right?
That's true.
None of them are underground.
You get it open.
The
Or were there
secret is to
standing stones
bang the
underground?
rocks together. We'll pick a big one up and hit the other one with it.
No.
That seems like a brilliant plan.
All right. So is Little Sparkle gonna go see if she's got any insight into these, but not with
Sure.
insight?
Yeah, if we think that they're traps and possibly mechanical devices.
I did say traps.
I am.
You know,
good at
the weird
traps.
thing about the thievery skill is that it kind of still works on magical traps.
It does.
So might as well, right?
Yeah.
What do you do? Just tell me what
Well,
you're doing.
I've been told that there's
from-
like a weird thing that like sucks them in, so I'll try to like investigate that, maybe poke some of my like thieves tools in there to see if I hit anything.
What stone are you doing this on?
Oh, not the one that moved recently that might have a troll in it. I'll go to some the next nearest. Actually, I'll go to the one that was relatively intact that had the name still on it.
Well, go ahead and give me that thievery check.
Sounds good. I have a 31.
Okay. Well, you do now recognize that this is a trap.
Hmm.
But it's just such a weirdly designed and specific trap that there's like no possible way that you could have ever guessed that.
Mm-mm.
You're pretty sure that this one hasn't been activated, but also you're pretty sure that it's inactive. So if something came up to it, it probably still wouldn't work.
Can I try to? I don't know if it's inactive. Then I would feel less bad about trying to open it up. So I'm gonna play around with it some more and see if I can figure out how it works.
Okay, you can spend some time messing with it.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Randus has moved up to looking at chunks of ore and
Mhm.
separating them by purity.
Sounds reasonable.
And he's doing that too, but he's back to being gigantic, and so now he's like basically looking at small boulders and like he'll like look at one and like take his tools and like crack it open and look inside, and sometimes if large enough chunks fall, he'll like put some in your basket.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, I'll basically start sorting, getting it from like most pure to crap, and
Most pure to most crap.
yes,
Okay.
That's the official scale.
yes.
It's the Mohs hardness scale. It goes from pure to crap.
Yeah, really, really waiting for the fans to start sorting the characters into that scale.
I'm not, because just gonna be mean to me.
Podcastmajorspoilers.com.
Don't do it. Hashtag Team Pointy Face.
I think that helps.
Doesn't hurt.
So yeah, I mean, there's definitely lots to do for working on smithing. You bring anything up, or you just kind of working?
I think I'm mainly just working, sorting it out. Making roughly 3 piles. Ones that are about 75 or better, around the 50th, and 25 or worse. And yep, just kind of sorting them.
Sounds good. Meanwhile, Little Sparkle, you can't ever really get it open because there is some sort of like magical trigger to it. But after some time, you do feel that you could, for example, tell the difference between an active trap, an inactive trap, and an occupied trap.
Oh, neat. Then yeah, I'll go inspect the traps that are closest to our hideout and find out kind of what their status is.
Okay. You spend some time doing that. We'll say out of the maybe 20 closest, 5 of them, including the one that you saw moving around, are occupied.
Oh, wow. That's a high rate.
He did say there were a lot of trolls.
If you extrapolate that out into all of the traps that you've seen, there are a lot of trolls.
Wow. Are there still enough that are near us that are active?
You do not spot any near you that are active.
Oh boy. We might want to move.
Huh?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
I was thinking of going back to the party.
Sorry. Okay, when you get back to the party, has anybody been doing anything except looking anxiously back and forth between Otto, Barrett, and Orem?
No.
Okay. So Little Sparkle walks into that.
Hi guys.
Cat and Sakar just staring intently.
So I'm still working on the ritual?
Yeah, Orem's still working on it.
All right. Well, I'll let him handle that, but then afterwards we might want to move our base of operations because most of the traps in this area are inactive, and so we should probably be near, active traps.
Have you found any active traps?
Yes, I've found several occupied traps.
But any active as in able to catch any trolls that do arrive? Have we found any of those?
Have I, Rodrigo?
No, unfortunately, at this stage, the active unoccupied trap is a theoretical one. But again, statistically speaking, you may just not have checked enough traps. There are so many that one of these is bound to be an active trap.
No, though I would say that's probably just a matter of searching. I'll try to scout some that actually are active and, thus maybe safer for us to hang out by.
It might be worth it in case that troll does return, knowing which ones are active to see if we can somehow trigger it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right, well, I'll go look around some more.
Okay.
Staring intently at Barrett.
Okay. Little Sparkle goes off. And you're just basically trying to find an active one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you don't have to go too far. Maybe, a whole 4 city blocks away from your base, you find one that you are pretty certain is unoccupied and active. And it is, in fact, the best looking one you have seen. It is, it's still a little weathered, but you can see a bunch of runes on it, and like the edges of it seem sharper as well.
From studying this one, can I figure out, is there like a way to reactivate the ones that have gone inactive?
Not that you know. Again, your expertise is really in the sense that if you wanted to wreck this one, you certainly
sure.
could.
I'm not a crafter. I'm a disabler.
You don't and you don't have. Unfortunately, this would probably require both skill sets. You would have to be some sort of divine spellcaster and a thief of some, and have the disable device skill as well.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Yeah.
Cool. Then is there like a kind of suitable building near where we're at?
Yeah, there's plenty.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go scout out some locations that we could possibly move to.
Okay. Yeah, you find one pretty fast, and it's roughly the same dimensions
as where we're currently living.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one floor higher and, a little bit smaller, but more or less the same.
Great.
Cubic feet.
All right. I'll report back.
Okay. As you head back, you spot the troll.
Ah!
Well, that seems like a perfect place to end this week's episode of Critical Hit. Thank you so much, everyone, for downloading and checking us out. Again, head over to the Apple Podcast and share some of those fantastic 5-star reviews. And if you want to hear episodes a week early, get access to character sheets, and a whole lot more, make sure you head over to patreon.com/majorspoilers and sign up today. $5 will get you access to all the shows a week ahead of time, and it helps keep this show going week after week after week. So until next time, when we see what this troll is up to, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2018 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.